Good morning, guys. In the last video, I did my first ever tarot card reading on the Jack and Carol McWilliams murder case. And the story that they told us was nothing new. It's a story of betrayal, of dirty cops, of Carol being pregnant with Black's child, and then being murdered by Detective Black himself. I also woke up that morning knowing that they want me to make a movie and to clarify, set the record straight on what happened to them. I don't have the whole story. We only have the story of what has come through the spirit box, voices of the dead, if you even believe in that. I have meditated this morning on their request to make their movie, and I don't think it's a possibility in reality. I don't own the rights to any of Donald Kelly's story or any of the other characters involved in this case, and you would therefore have to change the names and make this a fictional account. Who's going to believe that a paranormal investigator is getting the true story 50 years after the murder? Well, we know this guy does, and we know many of you do, and the things they tell us are consistent, but that's not going to fly in the real world. And I don't think there's any way that they would want me to tell this story and change their names. It's not what they want. They want the truth to come out. And I think the only way to do that is to tell my story, the story of this guy, the paranormal investigator, and show the files and things that we have, along with all the investigations that we've done, and anything that we can prove as having a possibility of being real. It was super intriguing to me to hear them tell us the story, mentioning he eats Tums, talking about Black, how bad he is and how dirty he is. He eats Tums. They were telling us a character trait about this man. I don't think I can verify that, but we can all envision the detective who's worked so many cases and long hours, and he's corrupt, possibly, working with the mob. Of course his stomach ain't going to be great. He's eating Tums. As crazy as that sounds, that is the thing that has blown my mind the most, because they gave me a personal fact about this man. It's raining out there, and I'm getting wet. I have hundreds of hours of recordings of spirit voices coming through and telling us about this case. I need to go back because there's a couple of new pieces of information that have been given to us by someone who claims to have psychic abilities herself. Our friend Maisie in Britain has mentioned two names, Beaufont and Bill Langer. And both of those were confirmed in a session that we did a few days ago. I need to go back and listen to some of my recordings and see, do these names come up? Have they come up? There's just so much information there. I want to see, A, did we miss this, or did we actually note that it was there and it just didn't make sense to us at the time? And I also want to take a look at Black. How many times do they say that Black did this? Just to remind us all. I'm not making this up. This is the story they want told, and they are sticking to it multiple times.
So we're looking to speak to Jack McWilliams and Carol McWilliams, if that's possible, if my spirit team can bring them through. Are we in the area where your bodies were dumped in the river? What did you do to make them angry enough to kill you? I think they both kicked on there.
They did, and that was creepy.
Last week...
In our first ever video we did on the Unfinished Tale of Murder series, it was not supposed to be a Jack and Carol video. They waylaid a video that I was doing on family members, and these were the responses I got. That's the second time that I've heard Carol. Okay, and we keep hearing that in a lot of our videos because we did a murder mystery series and Carol was one of the victims who got murdered. Carol, are you here? Do you have something you want to tell us? Oh, full body shiver. I thought I heard Carol again, and there I just heard Jack. Guys, I'm on the very first video we made, and the story that they're telling me again, it's blowing my own mind, and I made this freaking video. There's 40 videos that I have to go through looking for Beaufont and Bill, and I'm just blown away. I need to show you guys. They contacted me. I was not trying to contact them in this video.
Slime.
Why is it so important that you keep coming through and telling us how they shot and murdered you when Donald Kelly was, found guilty and did 2 life sentences and died in prison? Did Carol Ann's hair catch on fire when they shot her? Who threw their bodies in the river? Okay, An Unfinished Tale of Murder, Episode 3 is the first time I think I hear the name Bill. And we missed it, but I'll play that for you now, and I'll put Bill in a nice pink color so you see where I think we missed this name. There's a reason why I haven't gotten rid of any of these recordings, because I didn't know if I would need to keep them to put them together later on to tell the full tale, but also we can go back and get things and look for things as new information is found. It's tedious, it's slow, guys. It's taking me hours to get to where I'm at right now, but I just heard Bill. Bill, I'm here. Good and dead. Killed us. So that kind of coincides with what Maisie said, that Bill was the one who pulled the trigger. we get so many conflicting responses from these guys. In this very video, number 3, I asked Frank, Jack's father, he swore that Ian Rose was the one who killed them that night on the bridge. And I asked him, Frank, now that you're on the other side, do you still believe it was Ian who did it? And the response we got was, yes, he did it. Now that you're on the other side, Frank, can you confirm for us? Did Ian pull the trigger? Was he the executioner? Is this just personal opinion? Do they retain personal opinion when they move to the other side? I don't know. It's all intriguing to me, and I don't know that I'm ever going to get a damn answer. But I am going to spend a few more hours going through here looking to see Beaufont and Bill. And I do have Bill mentioned right there. I'm not done, guys. And the stuff that we already have recorded could eventually give us more insights. I know it. And I will take the time to go through it again.